they framed it as a 30% failure rate.
It's the same exact procedure, and they're giving you the exact same information, but one doctor is focusing on the part of the glass that's full, and the other doctor is focusing on the part of the glass that's empty.
So, no surprise, people like the procedure when it's described in positive terms, and they don't like it when you focus on the failure rate. But then, the researchers pointed out to the first group that you could also think of the procedure as failing 30% of the time. Suddenly, people didn't like it anymore. And when they tried a similar thing with Group 2, pointing out that the procedure had a 70% success rate, people didn't change their mind.
And over and over again in studies like that, we find that people seem to get stuck in the negative way of thinking about it, and it's hard for them to flip and focus on the positive.
So once you frame something negatively, it really sticks.
The taste of wisdom.
Let's see this.
Exhaustipated. When you're tired of your backed up gut.
What? That's the commercial they give us? Life's Detours. Yeah.
And here's why. Marketing companies have really...
Psyched to go.
Doom scrolling is the world's newest addiction, and here's why. Marketing companies have really figured out how our brains work, and they're using that knowledge to keep us hooked. They play with our brain's reward system, targeting the areas responsible for our emotions and those little dopamine hits we crave. But it doesn't stop there. They also tap into our fear circuitry by spreading alarming news and sensationalized content that triggers our amygdala, the part of the brain that processes perceived threats. This creates a sense of urgency and anxiety that makes it tough to put our phones down. Every time we scroll, we get a little rush of either dopamine or cortisol, depending on what we're reading, which just keeps us addicted to those intense emotions. The reality is that our brains can't handle that much stimulation all the time.
Right.
Breaking the cycle might sound simple, but it's definitely not easy. So we've shared a few...
Hey, welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. I like my mic where it's at right now. It's a nice little volume level right there. Of course, you are in here for another Finding Our Way Wednesday. Let me get this screen pulled up for y'all so we can get some motivation in here for my women out there. Now, last week, we finally finished that Jasmine Siri video. What I did is instead of just typing in motivation for women, I went ahead and I searched just a woman speaking. And what she was speaking about was consistency. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to find another woman speaking or giving a speech, a motivational speech to us for our women out there. All right. Gosh. All right. Motivational speech by a. All right. Let me make sure I got all my chats up. I'm missing one chat. Hold on, y'all. We get this last chat in here. All right, here we go. Let's see what they got for us. They got a bunch of Oprah. Let's see what this one talking about. All right, y'all. Let us go.
You can't. Maybe the hardest part is if you teach, you have to live your teaching. You can't say, you do not as I do, but do as I say. No,
Right.
no. You have to say, I'm doing my best to live what I teach.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have a painting by Phoebe of a group that she calls Sister Suki's Funeral. And all the women, there are about 9 women, and they all look like women in my grandmother's prayer meeting group. So whenever I'm obliged to do something, I take that painting and I look at that painting. There's an empty chair. And I think, now, what would Grandma do? What would she say? I can almost hear her voice say, now, sister, you know what's right. Just do right.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't really have to ask anybody. The truth is, right may not be expedient. It may not be profitable, but it will satisfy your soul.
Yes, ma'am.
It brings you the kind of protection that bodyguards can't give you.
Can't give you. Yes, ma'am.
Try to be all you can be, to be the best human being you can be. Try to be that in your church, in your temple. Try to be that in your classroom. Do it because it is right to do. You see, people will know you, and they will add their prayers to your life. They'll wish you well. I think if your name is mentioned and people say, oh, hell, oh, damn, I think you're doing something wrong. But if your name is mentioned and people say, oh, she's so sweet, he's so nice, oh, I love, oh, God bless her. There you are. So try to live your life in a way that you will not regret years of useless virtue and inertia and timidity. Take up the battle. Take it up. It's yours. This is your life. This is your world. I'll be leaving it long before you under the ordinary set of circumstances. You make your own choices. You can decide life isn't worth living. And that would be the worst thing you can do. How do you know? So far.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Try it. See.
Yes, ma'am.
So pick it up. Pick up the battle and make it a better world. Just where you are. Yes. And it can be better, and it must be better. But it is up to us. When you see them on the freeway hitching rides with their dogs and their guitars by their sides, you need to ask, what's all the lying and the dying and the beating and the cheating all about? Take time out. When you see him with the band around his head and an army surplus bunk that makes his bed, you need to ask, what's all the bleeding and the kneading, the lying and the spying all about? Take time out. Take a minute, feel some sorrow for the folks who thought tomorrow was a place that they could call up on the phone. Take a month and show some kindness for the folks who thought that blindness was an illness that affected eyes alone. When you see her walking barefoot in the rain, and you know she's tripping on a one-way train, you need to ask, what's all the selling and the yelling, the beating and the cheating all about? Take time out. Oh, you can sell your soul for money, then run off to the country for your cookouts and your parties on the lawns. While our children seek sedation in Eastern meditation or visions that go shooting up their arms.
Right.
When you know that youth is dying on the run, and my daughter trades dope stories with your son, you better ask, what's all the bleeding and the kneading, the killing and the thrilling all about? We better take time out and accept the fact that I am a rainbow in somebody's cloud, and I thank you. There's an African-American song, 19th century, which is so great. It says, when it looked like the sun wasn't gonna shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the clouds. Imagine. And I've had so many rainbows rainbows in my clouds. I had a lot of clouds. But I have had so many rainbows. And one of the things I do when I step up on a stage, when I stand up to translate, when I go to teach my classes, when I go to direct a movie, I bring everyone who has ever been kind to me with me. Black, white, Asian, Spanish-speaking, Native American, gay, straight, everybody. I say, come with me. I'm going on the stage. Come with me, I need you now. Long dead. You see? So I don't ever feel I have no help. I've had rainbows in my clouds. And the thing to do, it seems to me, is to prepare yourself so that you can be a rainbow in somebody else's cloud. Yes, somebody who may not look like you, may not call God the same name you call God, if they call God at all. You see? I may not eat the same dishes prepared the way you do, may not dance your dances, or speak your language, but be a blessing to somebody. That's what I think. Dr. King was a human being.
No, I think we had like another minute and a half left on that, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it right there. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Hold on. Make sure I like that. Make sure I subscribe to that. That was beautiful. I that's all I can say. So today we just talking about predictions. We already know what the word down too much further than that. But what I will say is, what are yours? So I sit all the time. Oh my gosh, I sit all the time and be like, You know what I mean? Hold on. Everybody do it. I keep it off. Everybody do it. So, you know them moments. You know them moments that I'm talking about where it be like, look. Dan, huh? Yeah, I was just thinking, you know. What are your predictions? What are you thinking about? Because all of that is your predictions. None of it is happening. None of it is actually right here going on. It's all right here. So let's look at it. All right. I just typed in how to predict. Let's see the first thing that we got.
Too many people think that you can see the future.
The important thing about my life is not about predicting your future, about empowering.
The thing that
About my life is not about predicting your future, about empowering you to create your future.
Yes. So that right there, I don't know. I'm gonna say what I said on a previous episode, because I be doing this all the time, right? And I see it happening, but I don't know. So check it out. I'm gonna just say it. I just be clicking on stuff. I just be clicking the first thing I see, and y'all saw it. So I asked this question. I say that to set the question up. What's the best way to know the outcome of something? I'm gonna gift a sub real quick while y'all ponder that. What's the best way to know the outcome? How can you 100% know the outcome of something? You create it yourself. That's the only way. That's the only way to know the outcome of something. To 100% know it. What's that second one? Hey, I met the sub goal. That's right, knock it out. help meet that sub goal. So let's see this. How? Let's take out predict and create. We can keep it as vague as possible, all right? And I'm gonna put on the Creative Commons just to make sure I can use any of these. How to build a glass studio from scratch. How to make a mead in 8 minutes. That sounds good. Fix this one thing in your life. Okay. Sadhguru, you had your chance, you know. Create suspense in film. We're going to stop right there. And we're going to fast forward to 5 minutes. Y'all get ready. Hold on to the edge of your seat because it's going to be suspenseful.
Achieved. Let's say that a character is searching for a box in an old attic or closet. We know why. Finally, during their search, the character gets really excited. They find the box and start digging inside. Frantically, they pull out a photo from the box, staring in amazement and shock. The only thing is, the audience doesn't get to see what's on the front of that photo. We are left as the audience wondering what this big secret could be. And it's the filmmaker's responsibility to deliver on that secret in an entertaining way at some point.
Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Now let's see if they deliver on that, on what was on that photo. Hold up. Examples of using audio. All right, hold up. We're gonna go to the end.
Behind them. The audience knows something is back there, but we don't know exactly what. If only we could let the character on screen know somehow.
Right.
This is how we create suspense in our films. I hope you found this video very...
I did. Now look, check this out. I stopped on a video about how to create suspense. Imagine sitting there trying to create. Now we started with predictions, but we're gonna go into creations. Imagine trying to create your next move, your next plan, goal, whatever it is you're going to do, right? That's pure suspense right there. Like if there was somebody, well, I don't know what you believe in, but there's a watcher of us all, whatever, and they like, don't go over there, don't go over there. And you're like, I don't even know what's over here. You see what I'm saying? That's pure suspense when you may know every day your same routine. You may even have it so down pat that you know when, just like on the Truman Show, he like, yeah, watch the car go by, the dude gonna run by with his dog and all of that and so forth. You may even have it down pat like that, but it's still level of suspense there. Ooh. That you can't, where it comes in where there's no prediction that, could ever feel that inside of you, you know? And like I said, if there is, well, not if, the watcher of us all is like, hey man, go to the left, lean left, lean left. You know, we all experience it. All right, hold on. I just wanted to see something. Word, that's crazy. All right, anyway. Let's go. So now we put in how to create. Let's keep on going. How to create your day. I'm going to go back to predictions, though. All right, let's go. Hey, psyched to go back in here, baby. Let's go.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
That's
just
right.
by thinking about it. Meet
And my
Base
people.
44.
Run it.
Do you feel like bad days are just built up bad habits or an underlying, maybe unconscious belief that if it starts bad, it's going to just get worse? That means you usually have the power to not have a bad day. It's all about setting the stage for it to happen. Here are some quick tips that are good habits to cultivate. You may even find that some bad habits are only bad because of the way they've been handled so far. So, here are a few habits to help you make your day better. Number 1, remembering to be grateful. This isn't momentarily saying, okay, this in my life is good, that in my life is good. It's a brain exercise. A brain exercise? Yeah, you're training your brain to see the good and the beauty of life as part of its norm, instead of living in a blanket of problems and negativity. The when you do this is up to you. Doing it at the start of your day means you set the day up for a positive outlook. Doing it before bed helps to unload heaviness and exhaustive stress thoughts. Number 2, change your scenery. Buy a plane ticket? Not necessarily. A walk in the park works too. Visiting a new place once in a while can help stimulate your mind, giving you that recharge so you can continue doing work in a healthy headspace. Number 3, do one thing at a time. We know it sounds more efficient if you can do everything all at once. Unfortunately, human cloning isn't a thing, because that's the only way all at once would really work. Partially doing a whole bunch of little things will leave you with a whole bunch of unfinished things that are hastily wrapped up because you're now overwhelmed. You're a quality person, and when you do one thing at a time, that quality shines through. If it's a massive project, break it up into itty-bitty parts that you complete one at a time in entirety. Each small completion is a win. 50 wins and a quality result versus one sort of win with a mediocre result? Which one sounds better? Number 4, laugh. Laughter is, as they say, the best medicine. It activates the release of some feel-good hormones and spreads joy to others. It helps break tension and lighten negative feelings. Your day is going to be better if you and the people in your life are happier. Number 5, help someone. This one has a double positive. Firstly, helping others is the way humans usually function happiest. We feel accomplished, useful, even valuable. Helping someone exercises our empathy and compassion, allowing us to expand our perspective and, subsequently, allowing us to like ourselves more. Secondly, in helping another person, you're helping to problem solve, and this in turn could give you the knowledge and inspiration on how to deal with an issue in your own life. Number 6, prepare the night before. If we're honest with ourselves, sometimes that bad day happens because we didn't prep the night before. We know, when it's late and you just want to sleep, it's easy to convince yourself, I can totally quickly do that thing in the morning. And we know how that works out. Morning arrives, your half-asleep brain and body won't do the thing, and now you're stressed, frazzled, and feeling insecure.
Right.
So just give an honest little rebuttal to the voice that's telling you I can do this in the morning, and take at least a few minutes to do some prep for the next day. When you wake up and it's all ready to go, you'll already be doing gratitude practice. Number 7, hype yourself up. Yes, we're telling you to buy into your own hype. It may not work for everyone, but it's worth a try. Before a big event or performance, even going to a gathering you're nervous about, you can buy into your own hype for just that amount of time. That booster shot of extra self-belief, even though temporary, could be what makes the big deal event go that much smoother, which in turn can make the day, the week, your life that much better. Saying or writing down affirmations every day can help with this, and gradually, with increased self-belief, confidence will naturally flow. Number 8, relaxation. Yep, we said it. Relax. Okay, we know that sounds super vague. I don't know how to relax, you say. Not to worry, we're not gonna leave you hanging. To practice relaxing, as odd as that sounds, create a relax and de-stress routine. This can be as simple as reading a good book, taking a warm bath, and listening to calming music. This will allow you to focus on each step and really do the relaxing, detaching, and unwinding. This means too that the hamster wheel of worry is no longer interrupting your sleep, and better sleep means better mood. Number 9, take your time. We all want to do things quickly to get to the next thing and then to the next. But we forget that sometimes the best thing you can do is take your time to enjoy what you're doing at the moment. Taking your time ensures that you do a good job on your project, that you focus on it, and that you learn how to be in the present moment. Bonus, this is a sort of gratitude practice, allowing you to get the best out of every second and be present in the moment. Although the media would like to have us believe that if we buy that product, our lives will be better. In truth, it's the little things that only we can do for ourselves that make the biggest difference. These tips are by no means exhaustive, but we hope we've given you an idea of things to try, or maybe inspired you to look up other happy habits to learn. Which of these happy habits have you tried, or have worked for you?
So, you know, we like Psych to go over here, because Psych to go way to get yourself, like they say, pumped up, first of all. But I wanna just look at this from a different angle. All right, we feel so independent until we need something, or we looking out for that way to go and nobody's saying anything, or people are saying things but it's really not what you want to hear, or how you don't feel comfortable with it, however it is. And so that independence seems to just fall off you when you're saying, help me, Lord, please. You know? So I don't want to go with the traditional way of just saying, because if you see how to create your day, you can be like, oh, you got it under control. Hey, what up, Zanita67? I'm thinking that's Zanita67. Hold up, who that is in the chat, and where is the chat at? And why can't I see it? I don't know. I can't see chat on my screen. Oh, okay. My stream avatars. But that independence fall right off of you when you got to say that, when you have to look for some more guidance, some more help, some more resources, and you ain't got them in your mind or in your head or around you or near you, or whatever you want to call it. Right? Your independence will just fall away. So I'm going to say this right here. I don't want to be prideful, fall away. So I'm going to say this right here. I don't want to be prideful. Right here. So how, hold on. And I can't think of no song to bring it to you, but so just give me a second. Flow through. I'm short story. I was in the carpool line and I was thinking about just looking to a higher power, or praying to God, or talking to Jesus, or reading the Bible. I was looking at all of these things together as a whole. And I'm not talking about like just from my perspective. I'm talking about from the person who is a Buddhist that reads their text, or a Muslim who reads their text and does all of those same things. And I was looking at it and I was saying, wow, you could go buy tools from Home Depot, but you can't build a house from this, or shelter from this storm that'll come through your life, that if you don't have something to lean on like that. You know, And so you born here, and let's say the orphan who doesn't have the church home, the religious background, and is only hearing things piece by piece. What do they dive into, and what do they follow? How do they get, that going? That's just a question. It's not really a question I have the answer to be honest with you. Let's look at this well, not this one. Put on the Creative Commons real quick. How to flow through life tips. Let's see this.
Like Jim's book, he's talking about getting into the river. I think when you get into the river, rivers have forks and they go around little islands and they do all these things. And I just kind of want to ride the current, but I don't want to ride the current where it goes and falls off the waterfall over there.
There goes the song.
Way. I think that's what you've done in your life over the past couple of years is, hey, I got this. I can choose. I got a paddle. I can,
there you go.
I can move that direction instead of going into the boulders and the cracking rocks. And
it takes what you're doing right now today to get you into and onto the right flow. Because once you don't, then you're both going this way, and you're not going the right way anymore because you're not staying true and disciplined.
Like Jim's book, he's talking about getting into the river.
Hold on, wait, dang. Go back.
Like Jim's book.
Let me save it. I love that analogy just now. And I think, so one thing I did learn through my reading recently is that, knowledge of expansion pack, is that the stories. Imagine ringing a bell and people are close by. It'll hit them like boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But the people that's far away, it'll hit them like bing, boom, boom, boom. And it might be a nice, sweet sound. So I feel when we experience things, that's that close up banging and hearing the sound. But then as we share the stories of it, we can reach more people because we've heard or felt that presence close up. And when we tell our story of feeling that presence close up, it sounds like sweet music to someone out there. Like Tupac said in The Motivation yesterday, you can spark that in somebody else through your story and through your shine. So let me go back. Creative Commons. Let's see this one.
In the heart of nature, where a serene stream flows gently through a lush forest, we begin our journey. Here, in a place of tranquility and beauty, we are introduced to a story of wisdom and discovery. The whispers of the wind and the rustling of the leaves set the stage for a tale that transcends time and place. In a tranquil village in ancient Japan, there lived a wise Zen master named Master Hiroshi, known for his profound teachings. One day, a young and eager student named Kenji approached Master Hiroshi with a burning question. Master Hiroshi, I wish to master the way of Zen and martial arts. I want to understand harmony and achieve inner peace. How can I do this? Come with me, young Kenji. There is something I wish to show you. Master Hiroshi led Kenji through a serene forest, the sounds of nature creating a peaceful ambience. After a while, they arrived at a clear, flowing stream. The water moved gracefully over the rocks, a perfect symbol of tranquility. As they stood by the stream, Master Hiroshi gestured for Kenji to sit on a nearby moss-covered log. The gentle murmur of the water seemed to whisper secrets of the universe, inviting contemplation and reflection. With a serene smile, Master Hiroshi began to share his timeless wisdom, using the stream as a living metaphor for the teachings he was about to impart. Notice how the water flows effortlessly around the rocks in its path, Kenji. Does it resist or fight against the obstacles? No, Master Hiroshi. It simply flows around them. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
The water doesn't waste its energy in conflict. It adapts and continues its journey. This is the essence of being like water. To live in harmony, we must learn to flow with life's obstacles rather than resist them. As Kenji absorbed these words, he began to understand the deeper meaning of his master's teachings. The simple stream had revealed a profound truth. Master Hiroshi, how can I apply this lesson to my daily life? Begin by observing your reactions to challenges. Are you resisting and creating unnecessary conflict? Or are you adapting and finding new ways to move forward? Practice being mindful of your actions and thoughts and allow yourself to flow with life's currents. Inspired by Master Hiroshi's wisdom, Kenji began to incorporate the principles of water into his martial arts practice and daily life. He moved with grace and fluidity, no longer rigid or resistant. This lesson is not just for martial artists, it applies to all aspects of life. In our relationships, careers, and personal growth, being like water can help us navigate through life's challenges with ease and grace. Embracing the nature of water, Kenji found himself more adaptable and resilient, able to flow around obstacles and find new paths where once he saw only barriers. This shift in perspective allowed him to maintain inner peace and clarity, even in the face of adversity. Just as water can carve its way through mountains over time, adopting this approach in our own lives can lead to profound and lasting transformation. Thank you, Master Hiroshi, for this invaluable lesson. I now understand the power of being like water. Remember, young Kenji, Master Hiroshi would often say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Continue to flow, adapt, and embrace the path ahead. With these words in his heart, Kenji faced each new day with the confidence and serenity of water, knowing that every step was part of his greater journey. Kenji learned the timeless wisdom of being like water, a lesson that would guide him throughout his life. He found that by embracing the fluidity and adaptability of water, he could navigate even the most turbulent times with a sense of calm and purpose. This newfound perspective not only enhanced his martial arts skills, but also enriched his personal and professional relationships. May we all take this lesson to heart and find our own way to flow through the currents of life. By adopting the qualities of water, we can become more resilient and flexible, able to handle life's unexpected twists and turns with grace. Let us remember that, like water, we have the power to shape our destiny, carving our path through even the toughest obstacles. In doing so, we can achieve a deeper sense of harmony and fulfillment, flowing effortlessly towards our goals and dreams. Be like water, making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves.
Yes.
Bruce Lee. If you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe for more timeless wisdom and inspirational stories.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Now, those of you that tune into my show here on Expansion Pack Weekly, thank you. First and foremost. And then second of all, you are closest to the bell ringing, all right? The bell is ringing, it's ringing, and you're closest to it, okay? Now, as you travel out through your journey and through your day, you are going to spread this wisdom, spread this knowledge, because it's a ringing. It's like a ringing in your ears. It's like it won't go away. It's not necessarily that you're going to talk about the ringing in your ears, but this is not a ringing in your ears. This is food and water for the soul food that you're going to want to share. You're going to want to give. And so that right there is just us learning this together. That's my little, you know what I'm saying, spin on it. But how to flow through life. You see how me just typing that in right there was I don't know. I just be typing stuff in. Really I do. Let's have a little bit of fun. How many minutes is this? We'll go to the middle. No, we won't. We won't even watch this. We're gonna have some fun though for a second. I know something that I can do, but I can't do that fast. But I know a lot of people who can't do it, and it's gonna just kind of feed into what I'm doing. So, yeah. Let's see. I just like to see stuff sometimes that I know can be done. Check this out. There's no way. Okay, hold on, y'all. Look. Let me let y'all see it again. Hold up, I gotta see this in slow motion. I gotta see this in slow motion. Let me turn the sound off. Let me see. Put it on big screen. And there we go. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. What the heck? Even in slow motion, it's like, what is this? What did he do? This blows my mind. Now that we see that, tell me your mind is not a little bit more expanded. Look, check. Look at this. All right, one more. That's my guy. Hey, what up, T? Hold on, let me make sure I'm not on mute. Hold on. Hold up. It do seem to be that I am on mute out there on... Oh my gosh. Thanks for stopping through, T. Hold on, thanks. Because I didn't even know I was on mute. That's crazy. Hey, look, I'm about to drop the YouTube link. So you can just go to YouTube or something. Because if it ain't one thing, it's another. Because I'm literally... You can hear me on everything else but on that. So give me a second and I'll get you right, T. Hold on. I hate them right now. Throwing off my train of thought. All right. Anyway, so I only did that because to show, I wanted to show just something that you don't do every day. Like I said, I know how to do it, but I can't do it as fast as they doing it. Yeah, that right there is just for us to have a little bit of fun. So now let's see. Here we go. World's. Let's see. Now we're going into our main topic. Let's go. Nobody. Okay, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not messing with y'all on that topic, that aspect of it. All right. Let's see this 42 seconds.
Did you know some religious prophecies actually came true, and they're still sparking debate? First, the prophecy of the destruction of the temple, predicted by Jesus in the Bible, came true in 70 AD when the Romans destroyed the second temple in Jerusalem. Then there's Nostradamus, whose cryptic writings predicted major world events like the rise of Napoleon and World War II. But skeptics argue it's all just vague. Finally, the Fatima prophecies in 1917, mysterious visions warning of war and global upheaval. Some say it predicted both world wars and the Cold War. Are these divine predictions or just coincidences? What do you think? Comment below. Did you know some religion...
Let's keep going. I like these. See, the when I put that filter on, it ain't gonna give me. It's gonna take out all of the stuff that I want to see. And look at all the stuff they put on the screen. Okay, let me see this. Let's look at these. Why? Why are they showing that? They did that to me yesterday or the other day. How can you do that on YouTube? I don't know. Well, I gotta change what I was gonna say. Well, what I was typing in. Hold on real quick. I think everything is going haywire, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we will stay focused. Laser focus. All right.
John.
Slow motion off.
Welcome to 2021. In your last video, you walked us through what you thought 2020 was going to be like a year ago and how you feel like you did. And I have to just blow you out of the water right now. I am way far ahead of you because, John, when I was 10,
right, I saw your comments, Ari, out there on YouTube. On YouTube. Thank you
and I would like
for
to
that.
read it to you, and then we're gonna go over my historical timeline of what I think is going to happen every year from 1990 to the year 2020. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. This is reason enough to have become a video blogger, John. I think life in 2020 will be really neat. I think there will be cures for almost every illness and people will be 200 years old. There's a bit of a math problem here. If the oldest person on Earth in 1990 was 110 years old, they can only be 140. That's as old as they can be in 2020, unless we're like bringing people back to life. There will also be alien races that have brought new technologies to Earth. Maybe we'll even find ways to make the dead alive again. Okay, so never mind. So there will be no more extinct animals. Okay, that was a twist. I didn't expect that. Actually, we kind of have figured out a little bit of de-extinction work. Basically, I think life in 2020 will be cool. Okay, but John, I know what you're really curious about, my year-by-year timeline of what's going to happen. Oh, God, this actually starts in 1980, so I did 10 years of stuff that actually happened. Like Cool Man Steve McQueen dies of cancer. Who is that? Steve McQueen? So the first thing I have, 1991, Iraq releases hostages. This actually happened in 1990, but in December, so I was close. 1992, Way of Living in Space invented. The ISS launched in 1998, so not too far off. 1993, Peace in the Middle East.
He did the.
First community on the moon, we have not got there yet.
That's funny.
1995, electric cars.
I wish I need to have the boys do something like this.
I'm not bragging, but I'm bragging. Followed quickly in 1996 by Go to Mars. So unless we're talking about the Pathfinder mission, which was in 1997, no. 1998, 100 television stations without a satellite. This was what I was worried about. 1999, not an election year, first black president. But we did get that. Year 2000, cure for cancer. I'm sure that cancer was cured in the year 2000. Turns out there's a lot of cancers, little Hank, I'm sorry. 2002, only 3 years after the first black president, we have the first woman president, so something hinky happened here. 2004, true ghost discovered. That didn't happen. 2008, oil line breaks, many animals suffer. Now, I just had to point that one out because the Deepwater Horizon was 2010, so that was kind of close. I'm sure there was also an oil spill in 2008. 2009, rainforest lost forever. So,
Planet
I thought
X
life was gonna be
discovered.
pretty cool in 2020, but I thought all the rainforests were going to be gone. So, that's a win. 2011, I'm not making this up, Burt Reynolds dies of heart condition. Burt Reynolds died of cardiac arrest in 2018. I don't know what to say. I'm not right, but I'm not that wrong. 2012, superior fish beings. I don't know
why
what they do, but they are there. They exist. 2016, thousands of aliens come in peace. We're still holding out hope for that. And what was my prediction for the year 2020, John? What was it? Well, I can tell you right now I got it wrong, but I had every chance of getting it right. Garfield turns 80. Like, why didn't I just look at when
Garfield
and then do the math? No, Garfield does not turn 80 this year. Garfield turned 42 years old this year. I could have just looked it up, and now
I gotta have the boys.
we are headed into the great unknown, the time beyond 2020. Thank you for making stuff with.
I gotta have the boys do that. That is amazing. Shout out to Davey D-Way for the 5-year plan that he was mentioning. That right there is an awesome idea, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna say this before I get too ahead of myself. Sorry to everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube and everybody and everywhere that y'all be watching for all of the technical difficulties. I promise you I work hard to alleviate all of that, and still yet it happens. I mean, I stream all day. And it mess up at this hour. Let's see. Let's watch something fun. But we gonna get up out of here after this.
Breathe it in. Woo! Just let me handle the locals. Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
Hey, bub.
A lot of hard work went into making the first film, and a lot of people don't really keep in mind that you shot a lot of that twice. Once with Eric Stoltz, once with Michael J. Fox. And what I was wondering is, were you...
Instead of watching people talking, why?
Gag reel.
It's just me.
I wonder how much of this I can play before they cut me off. I don't remember this in the movie. Right.
There she is, man. There's a bitch.
What?
Shit, man. Son of a bitch. She cheating, man. Hey, bitch. No homeboy for her tonight, man. Bitch. Action. Damn it, McFly. Get a grip on yourself. Oh, shit. Be a milk. Chocolate. Good night. Action. Doc, wait, look, you gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to me. You cop it.
Marty, don't be so square. Everybody who's anybody drinks.
Now he about to be drunk. Y'all get my man's drunk. All right, y'all. We can get out of here for the day. Stream is lagging and all of this stuff, but y'all catch that copyright, don't it? They make sure they catch that copyright. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. Just remember, keep a fine balance between creating your day and the suspense that comes from creating your day. All right, don't let it get you too off your balance. All right, keep it even keel. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. This is DGTA TV. And I'm gonna holler at YouTube about the stuff that they show on their screens. See y'all tomorrow. Healthy Mental Thursday. Look at this. Look.
Who represents you?
Let's watch some more.
30-something Tuesday.
All across America, 1 out of 2 homes is a Kenmore home. Yours can be too, with our large capacity washer and matching Kenmore
Look
dryer.
at that
just
Kenmore.
$399.87 and $309.87.
You need that Kenmore. You need that Kenmore. $309.97 and $399.97.
Brand Central.
Who called him?
It's a sizzling deal. It's hot, and it's only linked to Pizza Hut. Now get 1 new Sausage Lovers Pizza for $8.99, or a second for just $4 more. It's a deal.
Did they just say $1.99? What?
$4 more. Now get 1 new Sausage Lovers Pizza for.
You get 1 medium for $8.99. Let me go. If my phone wasn't up there and I wasn't on live, I'd go on there, see how much pizza costs right now. $8.99.
Or a second for just $4 more.
Or a second for just $4 more.
It's a deal. You can
2 of them for 12. 2 of them for 12. And guess what? That was a high price back then.
You're not leaving until you eat breakfast, so you might as well do it. If we've told you once, we've told you 1,000 times. Have you forgotten everything we taught you?
A suggestion for all you grown-ups who think there's no time for a hot breakfast. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
See, Will.
Look at them Pop-Tarts.
You like fruit, don't you? Now open wide.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts. The hot breakfast everyone has time for.
You know you like.
Ain't nobody gonna lie to me and tell me that as bad as the food market today, the job market today, the politics of today, and how bad, and we should have been more aware, and la 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 la. Boy, we're good. It was good. Look at these commercials. Look at the Pop-Tarts. You ain't never seen a Pop-Tart commercial like this. You see them little cartoony Pop-Tarts that advertise to the little kids. But this right here, tell me it was good. It was a good time. We wasn't